Alright, folks, so it is another day. It's time for another salad. Low carb, keto, Atkins, phase 1 friendly. All of that. And I got some stuff here I'm going to be working with. We'll show you. We'll get into it in a minute. So, yesterday I had a little concern in my comment section from a new subscriber. Said that they seed oils were bad. I agree, seed oils are bad, you know. It's not something that I eat every day, but on occasion, whatever is available on hand, I will use. And that is kind of what yesterday's video was about. But today we're going to be using lard. It is safe on every keto-friendly version of keto, whether it be Atkins, whatever, all of it. It's animal fat. So today I will be using that application instead. Because, technically, too much of anything is a bad thing, right? So everything in moderation, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be good. You'll be more than good. So yeah, we're just gonna get that started melting up. If we can get it off the spoon. Stuff is thick. I knew a lady who used to use this to make cake icing with. And yeah, it was pretty good cake icing, actually. We're going to use a fair amount of it in here because we're going to be doing a stir fry situation, And lard is relatively cheap, so we're going to work with that. Alright, so there we go. Low carb and keto. Here we come. Empty milk container is not for me. I can't put my whole family on low carb, and unfortunately, so my kids still be drinking that milk. But I do got me some unsweetened almond milk, which has 1 carbohydrate and 1 gram of dietary fiber, effectively bringing it down to 0 net carbs. Interesting. With that lard and that, I can make me a thick, creamy sauce here for my application that I'm doing. I don't know. I'm an experimental type of guy. I don't mind, trying out the stuff that people have never tried out before or thought of, That is what being a latchkey kid was all about, and the Atkins diet was a part of that generation. It was a part of it. I remember people on Atkins and high protein diets back in the 70s. My mother, when I was just a small child, into the 80s, got very popular again in the 90s and into the early 2000s. And I always liked the guy myself. I thought he had a good foundation for his diet. Let me cut that down before it winds up getting way too hot there. Now that we got that lard all melted, we got a good amount in there. I got something else I want to cook. I got this shredded beef here. Now I say it's great for taco meat, but it's not taco seasoned. Thank goodness, because that is not what we're using it for. This is salad week, so we're going to use this to make salad topping with, you know. I'm going to do beef and broccoli today. So I got me a little bag of broccoli, and my wife is doing Atkins with me, so I may be feeding her some of this later as well. Depends on how good it turns out. Alright, so I guess we just dump it in there and get out my old trusty chopping stir and get a chopping on it a little bit here. We're just going to do a simple stir fry. Now, that's a lot of beef, ain't it? We're just going to try to get it done. Stir fry it up. Poke on it, you know. Try to tender it up while it's frying. Without turning it into hamburger meat, of course. And while I work on that, I will see you in a minute about closer for it time to get done. Alright, so that is starting to come together nicely. So we're going to add some things to it here. A little bit of this here garlic powder. I'll go a little lenient on the garlic powder because, you know, garlic does add a little carbs there. So don't want to overdo it. And garlic, at least it's an overpowering taste anyway. Yeah, boy, that smells good and garlicky right there. And I got some good old sea salt right here in my shakers. Put a little bit of that on there. A little bit of black pepper. We ain't gonna overcomplicate it. Man, you know, that smells good cooking in that oil, y'all. That smells like heaven right there. Oh yeah, that is perfect. That is cooking up good. Uh-oh, I got some steak. Get out there. Alright, we just gotta get this basically done. And, that's going a long way to tenderize it right there. So now that we've seasoned it up, we'll just continue to work with it until it's all browned. I had to move y'all over a little bit away from the pan, folks, because it is steaming, and I'm here to tell you that smells like heaven right there. That smells like heaven right there. I'm going to reduce this heat down a little bit because now we're going to cook up some vegetables with it. First, I got to get a little taste of that bad boy right there, like it is. See how tender it is, how tender it ain't. Oh yeah, it's good. I think I will give it some slow time, cook time, with the lid on for a little while. To help with a little bit more tenderization, but it is good. Don't get me wrong. It is good. Man, that is good. So I've got the heat reduced. And again, they've measured this, even though it's a bigger can of mushrooms, into one serving. So it's claiming it's serving size one can. I can dig that. That's got 7 total carbs for the entire can of mushrooms. So I'm gonna use all that. I'm gonna use all that in there, and I'm going to stir that around. Look at her. Stir that around in there. So right now, the only carbs I got in there are coming from the mushrooms, 7 grams. And if I'm sharing this with people, then there's no way I'm going to go over my 20 a day. And we got this broccoli here I'm going to use as bird's eye. I forgot what it said it was. I'm about to cut it to death. Okay, so it's got 4 carbohydrates per serving and 2 grams of dietary fiber. So it's 2 net carbs per serving, and the serving size is 3.5 servings. So we'll be way under 20 with this entire bag in here. And it's frozen. I'm just going to let it thaw out in here. Which probably is not my best idea, but we'll let it steam back out. I'm going to let it cook in there a minute. Might cut this back on high for a second and let that get good and melted, and let some of that moisture of that broccoli come up into the stove fan here, because I got an idea for all of this. Boy, that's a lot of food, ain't it? A lot of food, under 20 carbs, right there. That's where all of our carbs are coming from, nowhere else. This is a perfect meal right here, and boy, does it make a lot. Alright, so now my broccoli is steamed, so I'm just going to chop it up a little bit in there, just to kind of spread it out a little more. And as you can see, it's added some water to the dish, but this part isn't necessary. You don't have to chop the broccoli, but I'm going to chop it up in there because I want to. I feel like it because I can. It is still quite raw, as you can see, so chopping it with this chopping stir might not be the best thing right now. It's kind of getting the job done. Just to get it all spread it around in there. There we go. Man, this is smelling like heaven, y'all. Just trying to cook that steam from the broccoli back out of it. Let it thicken back up a little bit. Woo! Man. Tell you what, the kitchen's smelling good right now. Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta need another piece of that steak. I never would have thought pork lard would taste so good mixed with steak. That is really good. Really good. Right. Man. I'll see y'all when it's done. Alright, so that is cooked up as much as I want it to. I want that broccoli to remain a little crisp and keep some of its greenness in there. So I've got the fan turned off and it's just cooling down now. And I'm going to make me up a salad dressing here, like I did yesterday, using mayonnaise because, you know, mayonnaise is 0 carb. I got some keto friendly mayonnaise in here, but put that right there. Nothing that will complement this very well, so I'm going to try something here, a little experiment again today. Coming up with my own salad dressing. I should make my own line. So, and got this brand new bottle Worcestershire sauce. As soon as I can get it open here, see if it's got a seal on it. Nope. Nope, just the outside seal. So this one is made by Heinz. Heinz Worcestershire sauce. And this is the only one I've seen that was 0 carb. 0 carb, 0 sugar, and 0 added sugar. So basically this stuff supposedly don't exist. I don't know. Good enough for me. And I'm gonna add some to that mayonnaise. Try to create us a sauce that will go good with steak. This could be good, this could be awful. You will know in a minute when I know. Let's see. That actually tastes good together. That actually tastes pretty good together. That is going to go well in this dish. Ooh, look at that, y'all. Sure, I could use sour cream, but that's adding more carbs, and I'm not trying to do that, so I like to experiment with mayonnaise. And that goes a lot better together than you think it would. For 0 carb. Alright. I am so not prepared here. I am sorry. I can't find my lettuce. There it is. Fresh bag. The rest of our 20 carbs for today are going to come from here. We'll probably be sitting around 18, anywhere from 18 to 20 carbs, something like that, once I add the lettuce to this. All right, we're gonna make this thing up, y'all. Here to tell y'all what. Now, the moment I've all been waiting. The moment I've all been waiting for. You doggy there, man. That's looking good. What you gonna make this into a salad? Beef, broccoli, and mushroom salad. Now keep in mind, in order for me to get this 20 carbs, I would have to eat that entire pan that I just made up in order to get them in. I want a lot of that, where I can barely see the lettuce under there. And I'm probably going to have to make more dressing. That turned out way better than I thought it was going to, man. Sometimes just experiment with things, man. You think about what flavors go good with steak. You know, mayonnaise is good on a steak and cheese sub, right? You know, Worcestershire is good in steak, so those flavors should blend well. Look at that. Man, does that look good or what? What a creation, folks. What a creation. And I'm happy you decided to join me in today's video for this creation. We ain't got nothing left to do but give it a good old try. You know, get some of that broccoli on there. Ooh, get some of that sauce on there. A little bit of lettuce in there. I know every YouTuber out there that cooks makes that same sound when they create something they like. But I'm here to tell you, if this wasn't good, you wouldn't even be seeing this video. This is awesome. That sauce is amazing. Zero carb. Man. That is really good. Try it for yourself. Let me know if you like it. Alright, folks. That's all I got for today. So until tomorrow. Oh, be sure to like and subscribe. And until tomorrow, you folks have a good one.